Hello, American Patriots. Douglas Ducote here. I, like many conservatives and Republicans that are outspoken, are under attack by those on the left that want to shut down our facts. They do not want our truth out there spoken to you. That's what this video is going to be about. After sitting down today with members of law enforcement and my attorney, I'm going to share with you some things that you need to know about this attack and how it may affect you, the American patriot. First, let me say this. The Patriot panel that we do on Monday nights will take place tonight on my YouTube channel. Tonight will be SJG Perspective, Mike Nificent, Sarah Coyer, Robert Noor of Normal American, Airborne Woodman of the Patriot Hour, and myself. We will go live on my YouTube channel at 8 p.m. Central Time. So I hope that you will tune in to watch these wonderful American patriots as we discuss what's happening in today's society and across our globe. Now, on to what's happening that may affect any one of you, especially if you've been on my Doug Ducote show before, or if you are a personal friend of mine in my personal email list. This is what they're doing. They have managed to, first, they hacked into our email system and started sending out emails pretending to be me, threatening to blow up places and expose people to the coronavirus. We went through a big whole rigmarole with that, where I was brought in and read my rights because they thought it was me. Once we were able to prove that it wasn't me, it's somebody else hacked our system. Everything was cool. But yet, we still need to find out who did this. Then we had our email system beefed up to where it would be more difficult to hack it. They started spoofing it, I believe it's called, or spooling it, something of that. I'm very horrible in technology when it comes to these names of things that they're doing. But basically, they've found a way to still use or mask using what appears to be my email coming from me, and they are sending it out to everyone that I'm associated with. Family, friends, everyone that's been on the Douglas Ducote show, those that I've had on just regular YouTube videos, and they're sending out these horrible, hateful emails saying really bad things. In some cases, it's saying that I am going to kill them or do bodily harm to them, or I'm calling them horrible and rude names. So as this happens, we've been reaching out to these people to let them know, and most cases they've actually contacted us and went, what the hell's going on here? Did you get hacked or what have you? To let them know that this isn't me. I'm not doing this. All right? There's someone else behind this. Excuse me a second. There are 3 YouTube channels that we know of, and we're not sure exactly which is responsible for, and it's just not the emails that are going out from me. They've actually even hacked into other people's emails that I'm associated with and pretend to be from them contacting friends of mine saying horrible things about me. In one case, it was a friend of mine she's in her mid-20s, but they didn't know, and she was saying that she was an underage girl, and she was concerned that I was coming on to her. I mean, just horrible, horrible, despicable things. So the three channels that we know for a fact are involved and appear to be working together, I want you to see what these look like. The first one is Unread Bat. That's what he goes by on YouTube. And this is what his channel looks like. The next goes by Ducote Clown. And this is what he looks like. And the final is Trumpster Bob, who has a whole bunch of different accounts. And he looks like this. So, besides this email mess that they're creating, for those of you who have not seen some of my other videos that I've done about this, they've also had people take pictures of the outside of our home. They put it for sale on the internet and telling people to come by between midnight and 2 a.m. because of the shift I work. That's the only time I have available to show them the inside of the house. And my house isn't for sale. They have planted small sections of about 4 or 5 foot long, rolled up a baling wire in places in my front yard to where when I roll over them with my riding lawnmower, it gets wrapped up in the blade system. Then I have to shut everything down and spend 15, 20 minutes cutting it all out from underneath the blades. They have drove through our yard in the middle of the night, spinning out their tires, throwing dirt everywhere, tearing up the yard. Before I get the opportunity to get out there with a gun and shoot somebody, they're gone. They've come banging on the window and the doors at all hours of the night and taken off. So thankfully, we have video cameras everywhere. And everything they're doing, we're turning over the video footage to law enforcement, where people are sending us the emails that were sent out to them that aren't from me. We're copying that and sending that to law enforcement. So what I want you to know, if you receive anything that's coming from me, Douglas Ducote, and I'm saying something negative and horrible about you or someone else, it's not me. But what I want you to do is screenshot it and send it to either Dustin at douglasducote.com or send it personally to me, Douglas at douglasducote.com, so we can turn that over to law enforcement. We continue to build a case against these people. We also have the FBI involved, and it's just a matter of time before Unread Bat, Dougie Ducote the Clown, and Trumpster Bob are found out who they actually are and where they're located. And then law enforcement will do what they can do, and my attorneys will do what they can do. It's obvious that I'm over the target because this is the only way they can stop me, in their minds, is this type of harassment. Now, I get emails from people that claim to be from Anonymous, that group, that organization, Anonymous Ops, basically saying that all this will stop if I stop putting out videos. And the Douglas Ducote Show no longer has anything to do with me talking negative about Democrats. That's what they said. They're even asking me to contact them. reach out to them by responding to the messages. Now, I don't know if they really mean that or if that's another way to hack into my system more. But the bottom line is they claim to be responsible for this, and they're a bunch of freaking terrorists, just like Antifa is. They're nothing but a bunch of thugs sitting in mommy and daddy's basement. They're a bunch of keyboard warriors, just like Unread Bat, Ducote the Clown, and Trumpster Bob, who don't use their real name and spend all their time and energy slandering people like myself and other conservatives and Republicans. So, once again, if you receive any type of email, or hell, even a phone call for that matter, because that's even happened too, where they call me, they call my wife, it's unlisted numbers, they say horrible, mean things. I need to know about it. I'm sorry this is happening. To those of you that are doing it, you will not win. I will not stop putting out videos. I will not shut down the Douglas Ducote show. You will not win. I will continue to use my freedom of speech, my constitutional rights, even the Second Amendment, to defend myself or my family if it comes to that. I will not be silenced by your pathetic, un-American terrorist attacks against me, my family, and my friends. In fact, as we move closer to 2020, my voice will get louder. I hope that everybody understands what I had to say here. I hope that if you do get contacted by these freaks, you will contact us and let us know. The more information we can get on them, the better. I do want to clear up something and make sure there is no misconception about the reward I put out on Dougie Ducote Clown. On that guy, I put out a video telling people that anyone that can get me his real name and his address, I will give you $4,000. That is money that has been put up by people that tune into my channel and are willing to see this person pay the consequences. We will then take that information and we'll return it over to law enforcement and to our attorney to go after them for anything and everything they're worth for what they've done. Now, I don't want them doxxed. I don't want the information put out on the web. I want it sent to Douglas at douglasducote.com. You send me your information as well so I can get you the $4,000. Now, these three clowns have been telling people I put a bounty out on his head. Unread Bat has even said that I want him killed, and it's a bounty to have him killed. That is not true. That is not what I said. That is not whatever came out of my mouth at any given time. Anyone can go back and look at the videos and watch them and hear them for yourself. It's plain and simple. You send that person's name and address to my email, and if I can vet that's them, you get $4,000. It's that simple. My assumption is that enough people across this globe will see these people, and somebody's going to recognize them and give them up for $4,000. It's the American way. As always, please say a prayer for our men and women serving the United States military, our veterans, our law enforcement officers, our first responders, their families, our Blue and Gold Star families, our Angel families, our president, and our country. And remember, at 8 p.m. Central Time tonight, tune in to my YouTube channel for the Patriot panel. Thank you, God bless you, and I'll see you soon.